Hello everybody, welcome back, and as you can see us loading into a picture of a dagger slowly coming at us, we are back with more Skyrim. I'm playing this handsome fella here, Gogg's, and last time through we got through Helgen Keep. In fact, we are picking up right where we left off, flame spell and all. You know what, I think I'm going to switch that over to Sparks. This is probably one of the moments I most looked forward to when I sort of got in my head that I'd be doing Skyrim. Just going to run by Hadvar here, who has been more than an absolute treasure helping us escape, after almost sending us to our demise. But as is the way of Elder Scrolls games, we have escaped, and fate has given us a second chance to do all of the RPG things we have ever wanted to do with our lives. This is normally what I... God. No, I'm not enabling survival mode. I want to enjoy this game. I don't care about silly things like that. Also not going to wait for that there dragon, because it's not interested in us right now. So what I'm going to do is what I typically do at the beginning of a run here in Skyrim. This is literally how I start the game just about every time. I'm going to grab some mountain flowers here because, again, alchemical ingredients, they'll be useful later. Let that bunny pass there. I'm not a bunny slaughterer. Never have been, never will be. It's just not that important to the game. I suppose it would be if I enabled survival mode, though, huh? Yeah, still not happening. So we're making our way down here. Got the standing stones coming up. Gonna be visiting the Mage Stone because it only makes sense to visit the Mage Stone with this character. Again, playing destruction and restoration heavy mage. That is the broken build I prefer, not stealth archer. Here we are, right at the Guardian Stone. We will learn those mage skills as 20% faster as we can. And now we're going to go ahead and clear out Embershard Mine, because it's there. Just hop, skip, and a jump. Got a bandit coming up just off the right side here. Never stood a chance. Actually, never even swung. Interest in the gold, pretty much nothing else. Nothing in the cart. And now it's time to enter the mine and get more gold. You'll notice I'm not picking up a ton of extra things. I kind of want to keep my carrying weight on the off chance we find something really interesting. Because it has been a while. I'm never sure what's where anymore on this stuff. See our little cart path here. You can see the walking path is pretty heavily booby-trapped up. That much I remember. And since we're wearing like mage robes and no heavy armor or anything, we don't even really have to sneak all that much to stay hidden. Are gonna sneak here though.
Don't forget the rock trap you rigged up. So stop your worrying and get some rest.
Love those guys. Absolutely love those guys. Sitting there talking about how easy it is to just infiltrate the mine. And they mention the traps and everything. Very nice of them. Studded armor sells for more than 10 gold per pound, so we'll take that. Hop over here. Search this bandit. He could keep his clothes. They're just hide armor. Not sure if there's anything worth swimming for there. Don't really want to waste that though, because got a lot of Skyrimming to do here and not a lot of time to do it. Ah, there we are. Okay. The skeleton with the tattered journal. Love finding these tattered journals here. If only we had more of those wooden beams that we reinforced with bronze bottoms. Yeah. I mean, sadly, it's not the best way to stop drinking for good, but hey, that achievement has been unlocked. This person clearly in no hurry to move from that state at this point. And now we just get to deal with dropping the drawbridge and seeing more bemused bandits coming out, wondering why the bridge is down. Should get someone's attention.
That's it. Your eyes peeled. You won't be here alive.
Well, seems like the spark spell very effective there. Catch the second one turning the corner so we're not just flailing about. Again, we're ahead of the curve as far as magical development for this part of the game, being very early on, but we're still rather fledgling, so let's not pretend like we're in any great position here. Still more than enough to take out the bandits thus far, cross the bridge, and make our way deeper. Actually, holding out pretty well. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Do a little fire here on the back half. Can't remember, is there a guard posted inside here? No. Okay. Go ahead, grab that clairvoyance tome and the gold. If you wanted to be sneaky, you could just sneak past, but we want that chest too. Did alert that bandit, take a little bit of damage there, which I don't mind because that gives us a chance to practice some healing magic. Grab the Embershard mine key, that will make life a lot simpler for us. Also grabbing a fair bit of mushrooms while we're in here, a lot of fly amanita. So already grabbed the loot off the table there. In here, not quite on the Orcish War Axe, so we'll grab gold, we'll grab the potion, definitely grab the Guardian Circle, and Ring of the Minor Squire. I'm not gonna lie, it's a ring we'll replace pretty quickly, but in the meantime, that ain't bad. Go ahead and equip that sucker. Not sad about that at all. Also, it's not like I'm really going to use clairvoyance very often, but it's here. Might as well learn the spell, right? We're not opposed to learning spells, we just may not use them. Check out this little cell here. Nothing really of interest, so we will continue on in. Start sneaking down as we are hitting Embershard Mine proper. Got a lookout posted on the bridge up there. This dude just kind of hammering away, smithing something. Living by the flame. And we were out of range. But we dropped down nicely, big old dramatic drop, and take him out. Now we've got to watch for arrows, because you know some of these bandits are going to have bows on them. Just the way of the world, right? Well, that's a big old heavy axe, and never actually got to hit us, truth be told. One really awkward power swing later, and that's all. Did hear an arrow flying by, so we're gonna loot this area somewhat carefully. Cross the bridge here. This is the bandit I was thinking about. Sounds like we got another uptick on our destruction, and we get the all clear sort of change in the music, no longer as tense. Sadly froze her in an awkward position. Could fix that, won't fix that. Charred skeever hide, I believe, is an alchemical ingredient. Let me check here. Yeah. So that was a worthwhile pickup. No need for the wine. Don't think we have any garlic or anything hanging. Make our way around this little nook here. If any of this is new to you, I feel good about that. If not, at least hopefully you're getting entertained by my quirky little run through Embershard Mine. Treasure chest and little bag of gold here. Remember being absolutely geeked out first time I found this. Love the game for all the little secrets like this. Iron ingot, that's not gonna hurt. Done all of the exploring on that direction, so it's time to cross back over the bridge where we done fried that poor bandit. And make our way to the end of the mine here. Got a couple of bone rattles here, which really do nothing but alert people that you're almost out. So that's Embershard Mine cleared. There's really not much more to it than that. Grab some of that thistle there. Always good to grab some thistle, I suppose. Also on the lookout for Mora Tapanella mushrooms because they could help you with the magic restoration potions. And we are going to be using a lot of the old mana. There we are, Mora Tapanella. Or Tapanella, I'm not sure how to say it. I'm going with Tapanella. Made it to Riverwood. There Hadvar is talking with his uncle.
Did I see you talking to Sven?
And now we can run into Feindal and Sven.
So he says. Occasionally he finds time to do his job here at the mill.
Feindal and Sven are fighting over Camilla Valerius. That's her
An
name.
intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. What? I hope. I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I'd match that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly.
So Feindal and Sven both sit there, and they both act all tough and everything. And
you look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories. Truly. So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this. What is this?
just gonna stoke the drama between him and Camilla again.
As if I would write this dribble. How about we play a bit of a turnabout with fate? Here, I had to use simple words, but this letter should convince Camilla.
Really, they're both kind of dicks.
Until next time.
Really not partial to either of them, but I have done both of these angles before, and Feindal has better stuff to take.
Well, one of us has to do something.
This is Camilla. She's the sister of the Riverwood trader guy, who I believe is Lucan Valerius, who's going to give us the Golden Claw quest. See, now he's noticed us. And we're going to go ahead and rat on Sven. We'll let Feindal have the pass here.
What's in the letter? Oh my.
I mean, let's be honest, they were both being the absolute worst about this, but
Could you talk to Feindal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him.
sure, we would love to do that. Also, going to talk to Lucan Valerius.
You need in a general store.
And he's going to tell us about the Golden Claw.
We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. If you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow.
So this is your plan, Logan?
Well, it's tough to argue with that.
And a bit of that.
Yeah, the barter skill, sure. Let's see what we could drop off here. Iron arrows, we could certainly sell those. We're not going to get any money from them, but it gets them out of my hair, so I'm good with that. Let's get rid of this iron sword and longbow. Right now I'll keep the steel dagger. Lots of Imperial light armor we could sell. The helmet, cuirass, 3 studded armors, and the torturer's hood. Not going to be using the frostbite venom or the potion of health. Really just interested in healing and magicka potions. Guardian Circle going to be selling off here and already improving our speechcraft. That'll help us in the future. Go down to our standard. Ooh, just 1 jug of wine is all we. Well, we really don't even need that, but we're going to hold on to it anyway. Also going to hold on to most of these books for our private library when we build or buy a house. We will be selling the Sparks spell tome because we don't need it. And the bear pelt, iron ingot, and lockpick are all useful. Very few things we'll be looking for here out of the shop. First one is a potion of cure disease. And the second one are any spells that would be directly helpful to us, and I'm not seeing anything that's really going to be helpful to us. So, there we go. Not interested in the fishing.
Now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well,
Camilla, being the wonderful person she is going to offer to escort us out. At least show us where the Barrow is. We're going to talk to Faendal and get the keys to his house.
I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Until next time.
Oh, that reminds me. Now that we've talked to him,
Fine smile on you.
let's go ahead and
Lead the
follow
way.
him.
Still here.
Need to trade some things. We'll leave him keep his hunting bow, but we could actually take that hunting bow and it will be replaced by a standard longbow as well.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be a very morally virtuous character here. Gonna try to do more good than bad, but we ain't doing a whole ton of great. That's Hagen Girder's house. I went over on the other side of the fence here. Yeah, this is Faendal's. Right in, and since we're his buddy now, from talking to him twice, we can just kind of come in and take stuff. Taking the potion of minor healing, true shot, all kind of books. Why did I take that? I don't want that iron axe. Also don't know why it's making us read the books to take them, but there you have it. Probably always has, and it's just blanking in my mind. That'll happen too. Banded shield will sell for enough to make it worthwhile, and we're just going back to the Riverwood trader anyway. Hey, 2 cowhide, that's nice. Yeah, iron helmet, we'll take that. Drop that. What else did we take? We took a basket, that's right. Just having the worst. And before I forget, let's go ahead and favorite the steel dagger. Take some bread to make it look like we care about daily rations. Couple chicken's eggs for alchemicals. I don't think there's anything else on the table. Well, maybe that Alto wine. I think, yeah, he's got some hanging herbs, so we'll take some elves ear, because it's Faendal and he's an elf. Of course, he's harvesting elves ear. I know that's not what the herb is for. Hey, troll fat. Remarkably good hunter, if you're running into him in Riverwood and he's taken down a troll, or maybe he just bought the fat. Maybe it goes well in soups. Tough to say. Take the Ice Wraith's book. Because you could really never have enough books. And yet I pass on the Code of Malakath. Why does he have the Code of Malakath in his nightstand? Weird book for that location. Check out ye old treasure chest. Now, if we take that amethyst, we're stealing, but everything else is just sort of perma-borrowing. We'll leave the amethyst there, because of course the best ship is friendship. And he was nice enough to let me take so much of his other crap. Now it's time to check in with Alvar, and once again talk to him about a dragon attacking us at Helgen. They waited so patiently for us, and then he comes in and knocks down a damn thing of cheese. Let's go ahead and interrupt this conversation. Can I use the forge?
If you have the skill.
Well, thanks,
The
boss.
Mind Stone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor.
Looks like my running around like a dick sort of took us out of the
Of course.
equation for the whole cutscene where Alvar talks about a dragon, and then we...
Of course. Take what you need.
There we go. Got the inventory up here. Is there anything we actually want? Hey, free flawless garnet. I'll take that. Couple haunting brew meads. Iron ingot. Couple minor healing potions. Ring of minor sneaking. My goodness. Alvar was set.
There's something you could do for me. For all of us here.
Okay, now we're back on track here.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. All right then.
Grab some snowberries. Did the game already break on us because we didn't come here right away?
Whatever you need. My smear if it's simple and strong. I can forge it.
I think it may have already broke on us. Isn't that something? Leave that garnet there, even though we totally just took a flawless gem out of his inventory. So I may have interrupted the main storyline already. Not interested in going to jail for fine clothes theft. But we'll figure this out. Gotta be a way to reset things, I would think. Those Northern Meads look like they'll do the job in sales. Don't want to steal the iron armor, but more free troll fat isn't going to hurt us. Let's see what else we got down here. Leave the blacksmith's potions for when Alvar is working on something a little extra nice, I would assume. Goat hides will give us some leather, I think. Grab some gold. And some shoes. Shoes aren't really going to do us a whole good deal. Let's see if there's anything in this barrel worthwhile. Nah, just sacks of flour. Okay. Missed the staircase like a yachts. Now let's try walking out and walking in. Maybe that'll help. Maybe wait an hour. Walk back in. And now Alvar's just looking for his spot.
Whatever you need. My smear if it's simple and strong. I can forge it. People are rightly stirred up about the damn Thalmor for being allowed to roam around the resting field, just for worshipping Talos. But was it worth tearing Skyrim apart and maybe destroying the Empire? No. Ulfric will have a lot to answer for in the end.
Nice job of stating both sides plainly.
And the Empire has always been good for Skyrim. Until next time.
Really just interested in advancing the quest at this point, so we'll wait another hour. Yeah, he seems stuck.
I hope that dragon isn't still flying around here somewhere. Good luck. If you get a chance, look me up in Solitude.
Alvar's clearly not interested in doing much but hanging around there. But we kind of already know what we need to do, so we're not too worried about it. Plus, again, I gotta get going. So once again, we'll talk to Luke and Valerius, sell more of the stuff we just took, get rid of this fishing rod. Ain't fishing. Oh, did I just buy the fucker? I'm an idiot. Bye-bye, fishing rod. Cost a little money there, but we're getting a bunch for free, so. Gonna hold on to the Ring of Minor Sneaking, because I'll want to break that down at an enchanter. Sell us some mead. And yeah, Flawless Garnet. That is a nice little bundle there. 840 gold, not bad at this point. Now since the main quest line's stuck, we could kind of hope to circumvent that. We'll just go ahead and equip the Golden Claw and make our way over. Notice I avoided the chicken there like nobody's business. Yeah, I think Sparks is fine for the way up. Used to be able to get to Bleak Falls Barrow just eyes closed. Can't do that anymore. Kinda gotta feel my way around, stick closer to the path. Definitely know what that sound is, and that's incoming wolves. Which still got the drop on me pretty hefty, despite me hearing them coming a mile away. On the bright side, it only does seem like one. So a little minor hit, and again, good chance to do a quick tap on the old healing magics. Make our way a little further up, passing these little stacks of stones, nice little landmark markers there. Gonna have a busted tower straight ahead of us. That's gonna have a couple bandits in it. They're sort of the, I guess, lookouts for the Bleak Falls Barrow crew. Although it doesn't really help if someone marches right up and takes them out, does it? I guess it's a separate location, but it's always been close enough that I've sort of associated it as, you know, a sister site. Riverwood Folly. Don't think that was named in vanilla Skyrim. I think that was added in at some point. Ooh. We definitely just took an arrow point blank range. Make that two. Let's loot this guy. Grab a garnet, grab some gold, grab a lockpick, and no, none of the arrows stuck enough for us to give them back, so. Well, we've definitely made ourselves known here, so I'm not surprised by that. Also not sweating that. Zap the lead bandit, as I'm assuming, as that is easily the most armor on any of them. And grab the iron helmet. Good looting to be had there. Speaking of good looting, treasure chest. Just some golden lockpicks, but more than enough at this level. We will take golden lockpicks at this level. Salt, also useful for the alchemicals more than anything else. Don't really care for them apples, though. Make our way down Riverwood Folly, which I could stop thinking of as that tower near Bleak Falls Barrow. Aren't names helpful? Yep, there's the snowberries and the little waving flag, so I know I'm near the Barrow. And we're gonna go clear this sucker out here. Should have some bandits coming up here. Sure does seem that way, as I managed to walk right up before anyone did anything. Not really the most aware bandits. Okay, taken out a pair. Pretty low on magicka, so we gotta pick our spots wisely here, do a little dodging. Had just enough for the kill, just as they switched to a dagger for melee. Wouldn't you know it, we're regenerating quickly enough to get the heal in. So a little extra looting here. Now it's time to head inside the Barrow. Broken up into two parts. First part, where we get to deal with a bunch of bandits and are introduced to the Draugr, and the second part, where we have our first little minor boss encounter and pick up our first Word of Dragon Shout. Can't use it yet, but it's at least there. Here we've got dead bandits, dead skeevers, everything's dead, except for those two who are very much alive and talking by a fire. Which means they either caused this or they are very much at home in it. Very weird either way. Don't know if I'd be hanging around. Don't think I could get much closer without giving myself away. Well, now I definitely can't because I had myself trapped in that little seam. Yep. I'm bad at sneaking. Well. Took that pretty direct. Okay, that's two bandits down. Again, you're not going to see the most refined gameplay out of me, but it should be a fun ride. Check these skeevers because one almost always has some sort of trinket on it, like a small ring or something. Because you're never really sure what a skeever's going to eat over the course of its life. Just coming up with tails on these though, so I guess that was kind of a bust. Right, didn't loot this guy yet. There's 4 gold. And yeah, have this iron arrow your partner shot me with. As for your partner, 9 gold we could take. And we got a treasure chest here that I believe is locked. Yeah, Novice lock though. Shouldn't be too big a deal. In fact, don't even have to move the pick. Grab an amethyst, grab some gold, and grab another healing potion that we've been very good with so far. Can't promise that throughout the entire run, but we're doing alright. At least to this point. Burial Urn's going to give us more cash, and we're also into 4 digits in the gold, so I'm not sad about that in the least. Making our way through random staircase here, but nothing to loot once we head up inside. Just gives you an idea of some of the places you kind of best be looking if you're new to the game and starting to run. How you're new to Skyrim doesn't seem too practical, but you never know. I mean, again, the game's 10 years old. You could have just been a wee person when it first came out, and now you're of that age where you're ready to take your first brave steps. Fortunately for you, there's 752 distinct ways you could play. For instance, me, playing badly. Making our way through the temple here. We get to watch this schmuck walk up slowly, and normally he gets a chance to attempt this little trap area here. He's going to pull that lever and get shot by a hail of arrows. Only we don't want to give him that chance. We want to level up our destruction magic. He's a bandit outlaw, so he's got a couple more hit points than usual. For some reason that had alerted others, but I'm not too worried about that at present. More gold to be had. And the thing he would point out is that you've got these symbols up on the ceiling here. A snake and what I'm thinking is a horker. And then this snake down on the ground in the statue's mouth that's clearly supposed to be up there where the rubble was. And these stones are supposed to correspond to that pattern. So you get snake 1, snake 2, and then the horker, or as I like to say it for alliteration's sake, snake, snake, seal. I know horkers are more like walruses. You'll notice I'm grabbing linen wraps. If you didn't see the first episode, I do have some mods on, one of which is craftable everything, so those linen wraps have the potential to bring me some really broken gear here once I get to a blacksmithing table. And I am not above using broken gear to advance myself in Skyrim. We've all played it enough. We're not here for the true blue original gameplay. If we were, I would play it on the PS3 as I normally did and just spend 14 hours loading in past level 20 because the system just could not handle. Should have some skeevers making their way up the staircase here. Here we are. Not taking too long to zap them. Didn't catch any disease, so quick heal. And for the next leg of the journey, we should probably have flames as our weapon of choice. Even more skeever tails. Now, we're probably only going to get through, again, half of what I would typically do in my session 1 run. Because, again, I kind of broke the main story accidentally. Did not mean to. I did things out of sequence, and this game does not like when you do things out of sequence. Have someone calling out for help here. Also have a skeleton that could probably use some help. But he's clearly pointed in this direction, and when we burn away some of these cobwebs, you will see, in fact, skeleton was reaching for this treasure chest. With a whopping 9 gold. Now I can retire. So, we blast our way through, get ready. Big ol' spider's coming down. Wow, big ol' spider hurt us bad. Not a big fan of that, in the least. One hit more than enough for us. Now we've got that level up, so that's nice. Took the poison. I'm going to use our level up judiciously here. Which means I'm going to use it to get my happy backside out of trouble. Let's go ahead and up the health, as that is clearly needed at the moment. Don't really want to throw this perk hell into anything, honestly. I kind of want to hold on to it till destruction gets to 40, and then we can get impact real quick. So I think that's what I'll do, though I should probably throw something in for... I should probably throw something in for Resto Dual Cast. Just not sure if that's where I need to be at the moment. Well, it could hit us with the leg, but not much else, and we've got more than enough fire to finish it from there. So that was just a wounded frostbite spider that was kicking our teeth in pretty handily there. That said, we did come out victorious, as a protag should. And now we're taking time to loot the room carefully while some man writhes in agony. Clearly caught by the spider and is trapped in the web. Also has a big old bold white arrow on him, so you know he's important to us. Desiccated corpse is a lockpick. Not sure why you'd be trying to get down into that well. There's not much really down there. But we're getting skeever tails out of the web sack, so that's not terrible. Grab a couple gold here. We are not to leave him for RK's sake. It's Arvel the Swift.
Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Yeah, he seems comfortable, honestly.
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you.
Cool.
You won't believe the power of the North.
He'll show us, and he seems trustworthy, doesn't he? Okay, let's see if we can cut him down.
Okay, thank you.
We'll cut him down with magical fire. Let's cut him down.
I can... That's your bed?
I mean, let's face it, he was gonna run away anyway. Now Arvel has been cut down. Take the claw, take his journal, again, mainly for the book. But if you do look at his journal, he's going to be talking about the claw. Says, if you have the claw, the solution's in the palm of your hands. What he's talking about is when you look at the golden claw, you got right in the sort of paw area of the claw, those 3 symbols lining up top to bottom, which is bear, bug, and owl. At least that's what I'm reading them as. And that's going to help us with the door to get to the inner sanctum here. Gonna grab more of these linen wraps because I'm a big cheater jerk and they're gonna make me money. At the very least, hopefully you appreciate the honesty. Actually, filming this on Christmas Day, and Christmas Day 10 years ago, I was iron daggering my way to 100 smithing in vanilla Skyrim on the PS3. So that's a fun fact I've probably thrown out 20 times talking about this game. Oh, how the time flies, though. Make our way into the halls, and we get introduced to Draugr. This one of a searchable nature, going to give us 17 gold just for stopping in. That heavily armored one over there is of the reanimating nature. And as we walk up carefully to loot this one, it's probably going to start coming to life. Forgot to actually grab the money. Make it all toasty warm, which should alert others to the fact that there's something not quite dead here. So they decide to not quite be dead either. And now we get to have fun. And by fun I mean I toast them all before I take damage. Rare moment of calm accuracy displayed by me. Normally I am a frantic mess, just kinda hoping that the spell hits. At least until I get impact and the next level of spells. Then I just start being kind of a dick about things. I cheese the system, that is the way in which I do so. Going to avoid the old trap tile there because it swings that spiked door. Instead we're going to go around this way, which is completely free of peril. Got another one to toast, so we're going to sneak up all nice and close. Assume the position. Crosshairs in, and this one's a restless Draugr, so it's going to take all kind of fire to take out. Fortunately, it takes a long time to grab that axe. Unfortunately, it's got ice magic. Just enough on the afterburn, and the restless Draugr goes down. Heal up there. Still have that steel dagger, just haven't had a need to pull it out. Again, going for more of a red mage with an attitude build here. Not really playing a morally virtuous line, but we're going overall more heroic. Lootable or toastable? Toastable. You get that close and it ain't giving you an option to loot, you gotta fight it. Unfortunately, it sort of disappeared into the ether, so what it had on it to loot is now gone. I think we may have taken an arrow there, but I don't think it really did any damage. 7 gold, that's what I want. All about the monies at this stage of the game. Yeah, that's well baked in through the wall. Unless that's the one we toasted. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't be mad if it just teleported that Draugr to a random spot on the map. Up over 1200 gold, we've got our slicing pendulum blades going there, which is a trap I never do evade well, because it's timing, and I have none. Broke that lockpick like a boss. Second pick, more than successful, and that gets us a garnet and yet 26 more gold. So yeah, I just kind of take that on the dome, and I'm not too worried about turning that trap off, because, let's face it, I'm never walking back that way again. Got another Draugr to toast here, and we will toast his good health by giving him some bad health. Once again, a little bit of resto practice. Okay, this next area, just gonna run forth, alert some Draugr, and get the heck out of the way. Set fire to an awful bunch of things. And now we'll get more Draugr sort of running right up into the fire. Dissipates before they get too far in. If you time that a little better than I did this time, you actually do a fair bit of damage to the Draugr by the time they get to you. And then it's just picking off what's left. Either way, easy pickings for us this time through. Not too much lootable on this leg of the dungeon. Gonna just sort of run through this hall. And now we've reached the sort of halfway point. Got a Draugr bursting out. Easy enough to toast. Grab a potion of minor healing, and we got a little treasure chest here as a little thank you for making it this far gift. And we sort of walked our way through all of the normal road to take. Our next room is reachable through this gate. We're actually going downstream. Sort of a weird look. But you'll have that. You'll also have some glowing mushrooms here. Random troll skull. Don't think there's anything worth looting over on that side. Again, they're not the most useful things, but they will make potions. And the money from potions is more than useful enough for us. Scroll of Fireball, that will sell nicely. And there is a very steep drop-off. Clearly we are intended to take the scenic route. Scenic route is going to take us into some baddies. There you can see Draugr just kinda hanging out there. And we want to keep going further forward, but I also like to take this little detour down here. Search the skeleton for some extra gold. Got a skeever tail to grab. And yet another unfortunate soul who perished within arm's reach of a locked treasure chest. Bleak Falls Barrow is the gift that keeps on giving because everybody else died trying. Up to 40 lockpicks, despite my ham-handed attempts at lockpicking, breaking more of them than I should have. Now we make our way back up and through. Going to ignore those glowing mushrooms because I just kind of want to expedite this part. Got one more Draugr fight before we get through the door. See it there bravely guarding the restless Draugr. Got a big old hammer. Gonna let it swing. And just enough for the kill. Thought we would have to switch to dagger there, but able to do more than enough, and accidentally grab the Ancient Nord Warhammer, which isn't going to be near sellable enough, so we can hand that back. One more locked chest to check, neatly tucked here in the rocks. See? Very bad with the lockpicks right now. May have gone a touch too far. Nope, not far enough. Already up to 18 lockpicking. That's not bad. Now into the next part, the Inner Sanctum. Barrow's working out pretty well for us, and already level 7. This by far and away the quicker portion. We should have like one minor encounter here, and then we are kind of charging right for the enemy. The boss battle. Get sliced up coming in. I'm going to take out that Draugr here, right near the entrance. Now we've got a couple more coming down. These we could lure into the oil. Nice takedown there. Also have those that explode as a nice little incendiary device. He was a little past. Not my best timing ever, but then I told you guys my timing's pretty bad. Either way, that's 3 Draugr for the price of none. Actually handled that real nice. Yeah, usually this is where you'll find all sorts of stuff in these sort of Nordic tombs. This room's fairly devoid. Does give you a couple unique chances though. Gonna hop over to here. Get that oil lit. Let's go ahead and get rid of that lamp too. Love how they bounce a couple times before exploding, not gonna lie. This time we'll do an all-in-one. Take out the lamp, let it blow up, and let that ignite the oil. Smart enough to move out of the way too. So now that the walkway is all safe and clear, make our way over. And this is that door the claw is going to help us with. We already saw the symbols, and they are going to correspond to these outer rings here. So if you were paying attention, that's Bear on the outside, Bug in the middle, and Owl on the inside. Of course, because this is the first one you run across and they want to make it easy, it's just 2 clicks on each. And then the claw goes in the keyhole. And we've cleared it. 3 owls means we've cleared. The stones are aligning, and the big old heavy stone door is going to start sliding down. It's going to take us into the back cave here. Nice. First actual timing, and it's a Batman reference. Just walking our way over. Now we get to face the first formidable enemy of our encounter, of our Skyrim playthrough thus far. Got that word wall there. Going to be magically drawn into the word. Going to learn the shout, and that's going to pop the top on this here casket. Also going to unlock a Draugr Overlord with a magic weapon that we are not too interested in facing head on. So we're just going to let him swing at us, and then we're going to run like crazy. Not gonna lie, after missing that jump, taking a Draugr shout is probably the easiest the game could have gone on us. And look at that, just like that. We have him critical and take him out. Again, better than we could have expected. Grab our Dragon Stone. Ancient Nord Battle Axe of Cold can be broken down at an enchanter, so we will take that as well. Also, we've got some treasure to grab here. Quite obviously, we've got a big old treasure chest of goodies here. Steel Sword of Embers. Super Robert Frost Brothers, grabbing fire and ice enchantments out of the same room. I'm sorry, did we just pick up a Wayland Stone? A Welkin Stone. Completely restore magicka. I'm assuming that was added in by one of the mods. Neat. Very neat. Also, couldn't have helped but notice we picked up some Novice Robes of Destruction, which will allow us to cast our magicka spells for even less. So let's go ahead and equip those. Grab some soul gems and some more linen wraps, because it never hurts to have more linen wraps when you've cracked the smithing system in the game. Got a chest over here. I never have been the best at getting at. Another lockpick, gone due to clumsy fingers. I want to say there's a second chest back here. Not on this side, it's on the other side. That's right. There is a second chest to find, but it's over on the other side. So we want to walk up this way, hop over. I think it's over past. No. There it is. I remembered waterfall and very little else. Also a potion of lasting potency. That's nice. Potion of alteration and minor healing. So yeah, that well and truly puts us on the way out. This secret entrance will lead us back out of Bleak Falls Barrow, and now that we've got everything we could get at the Barrow, guess we're just gonna kind of call it a wrap there. Do hope you've enjoyed it. We'll pick up with the last leg of this, and then I'll probably just do some off-camera running once we get through the Whiterun leg of things. In the meantime, this has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming. Thanking you for watching. We'll see you around.